The KHQA Sensational 7, sponsored by Game Masters.
Sensational 7 kicks off this week with a tip of the cap to one of the best defensive catchers in our area, Unity's Kyle Kuhn. He made more than one exceptional play on this afternoon, but catching this foul pop-up was easily his best. It's a tough play made to look simple. Kuhn's dependability behind the plate is a huge asset to his team. Excellent soccer clash between Q&D and Edwardsville in a game the Tigers led 1-0 at halftime. But Jordan Frericks got her team back in the ballgame with a putback goal just 4 minutes into the second half. Scoring chances were at a minimum, so Frericks made the best of the opportunity and helped the Lady Raiders secure a tie with a very tough opponent. More Diamond defense to talk about at number 5. West Hancock's Shelby Kaler went all out on a shallow fly ball and turned in one of the most acrobatic catches of the year. It goes down in the scorebook as an ordinary F7, but this was a far from ordinary play. Kaler was quick to act and took care of the out. It was a really good week for left fielders. Q&D's Blaine Wilson showed off his defense as well on this sinking line drive. It's pretty impressive to go from a sprint into a head-first slide while still catching the ball and frustrating a hitter. It's a major league quality catch with a high degree of difficulty. You might remember the speed of Jacksonville's Reggie Bratton from last spring, and since then, he's only gotten faster. The Crimson beat out a tough field in the 100-meter sprint at last week's Tom Sawyer-Becky Thatcher relays and set a meet record of 10.57 seconds. And don't forget that Bratton also took first in the 200-meter sprint later in the day. At number 2, Quincy High's Kaylee Kuhlman breaks a scoreless tie with a goal that you have to see to believe. The Blue Devil decided to try her luck from 35 yards out and was rewarded with the game's first goal just before halftime. 1 foot shorter and it's a save. 1 foot further and it clangs off the crossbar. This was a perfect kick. Speaking of perfection, West Hancock's Austin Hardy flirted with it last week in a masterful performance on the mound. The Titan senior struck out 18 batters on his way to a no-hitter. This is a guy you wouldn't want to face even on his worst day. Hardy dominated from start to finish and runs away with this week's top spot. And that's your Sensational 7.